Hey everybody, how's it going this morning? I am running behind, trying to get my show on the road here, so to speak. There we go. All right, let's see. Morning, morning, morning. Hey Kimberly, how are you, my lovely bride? There we go. See if this will work. There we go. All trading involves a substantial risk of loss. Blah, blah, blah. Past performance not necessarily indicative of future results. This presentation intended to be informational, educational, and fun. It's not a recommendation to buy or sell anything. If you desire that personal financial advice, hire and consult a financial advisor. All right. So we got kind of a lull in the market here. See if the charts will load. Yeah, we're just kind of lulling out here this week so far. We don't really have big economic news coming up this week. If we pop back over in here, reload it for this week, not last week. And Monday, not really much. We had some, orange events. Tuesday, not really much coming in for the U.S. It says we have some CB, consumer confidence, coming in. They changed that from orange to red, it looks like. So we've got that coming up today at 10. Might cause some moving. Tomorrow, not a whole lot. We've got the ISM manufacturing PMI, but just not a lot here. Today is the last trading day of February. So, what's going to happen here? I'm not so sure. Just kind of running into the end of the month here. Let's see if I can pull up my S&P 500 chart. And doesn't look like I got it pulled up. Awesome. So here's what we had yesterday. And we're sitting right here yesterday at the close. Are we going to bounce? I don't know. We'll see here. We're just kind of in a holding pattern with not a lot of catalyst. You can see the simplified chart that I've been showing off since August when we rolled over here, just kind of hanging in this red resistance box. Now we could push down to the bottom of the box, 3907-ish, retest that purple trend line. That's been the highs, the downtrend line of highs of 2022. As you can see, in 2023, we broke right up through it and kind of hovering here. Now, this is a bullish pattern to break out, retest, and go higher. That's a very classic pattern. And that's kind of my bias right now. So, still bullishly biased, even though not a lot happening at the moment. Let's see, let's pop back over here, grab my morning monster list. Pop on the green list, back to the morning monster list. There we go, got the fresh list. This S5FI hanging out right at the zone. I expected it to hold the lows. It did so far. Now it's time to rally back up into this 70 zone and just kind of chug right in here for the next couple months as we work toward a new high in the markets. Now, ES was green yesterday, barely. It was looking like it was going to rally strong back up through the roadmap line, maybe break out, but it got slammed down in the afternoon and just kind of parked. And today, got a doji so far. Not really going anywhere. There's no conviction, no strong push, no drive in the market. Now, I just did a spread. Let's see if I can pull that up really quickly. Did a spread pre-market using futures, and let's see. Let me open that up and drag it over to this window. There we go. Right here. I have to make it bigger so you can read it. The 0 data, today's expiration, February 28th. I did it, a few minutes ago. Sold a 39.70. This is on the future. If you didn't know you can trade options on the futures, 24 or 23.7 or 23.5, you can. So sold that 39.70, bought a 39.65, got $1 credit, and I have an order for a 50-cent credit. Just need this thing to rally up right in this zone back to the overnight highs, basically, And now the risk is $4 times 50 because the futures are $50 ticks, not $100 ticks. So, 4 times 50, $200 is my max loss. And looking like, even if it went to zero, I'd make $50. 50 times 1. So, looking to make like $25, half of the profit. So, that's where my order is. And we just need to stay above 70, which is not even on this. It's down here, right down here. So, there's a trade I'm on right now. Looking for ES to stay above that for today. And we're just kind of stuck in this orange zone still. Same orange zone we've had for months and months now. Seems like. Then zoom out to the daily. Fix the chart. Yeah, we formed that orange zone back here on the range from November. So it is months and months. And broke below it, broke back into it, just kind of working the range. Broke up out of it and then right back into it. So this is a zone that the S&P 500 is kind of liking to hang out in. If we can break out of here finally, hopefully we can go hang out in some other range, maybe around 4,300. We'll see. NQ, stuck on the roadmap line still. Russell, just hanging out here too. Nothing, no conviction higher or lower, anything like that. Now, this is encouraging. As I said, we'd go retest the roadmap line. We tested it. We rejected it so far. If we can break back below this area that was kind of a resistance zone for a few days, right back around that 104.25-ish price on the dollar and DXY. We break back below that. I'm going to set an alert even. That's positive for the stock market to go higher. Now, they're not like correlation, not causation. Like this doesn't have to hold true that the dollar dropping makes the stock market rally. But more often than not, when the dollar's dropping, the stock market rallies. And when the dollar's popping, the stock market drops. So look at the stuff moving today. CDIO, Cardio Diagnostic Holdings. Sounds like a medical specialty thing. And they must have had something happening because popping from that's like a double this morning. Can get more, but that looks really dangerous. It was parked up here for a good long time, so it could rally back up to that $10 area. Could. I don't know. It obviously has some resistance right here at the prior high at 330. I would definitely watch out. It may not be able to get through that. RNER looks like it had a massive drop on earnings and popping back up. It could return back up to the $9 zone where it came from. RVMD, nice pop. It does have resistance right up here at 31. Another pharmaceutical. Looks like pharmaceuticals are where people are playing today. Let's see, another one, Rainier Advanced Materials, however you say that, chemical specialty, getting a nice, what is that, 40, 50 cent pop. I've obviously looked at this in the last few days. It's got resistance sitting right there, just above it at 765. It'll have to work through that to get these higher prices. That is a very classic roadmap pattern. We came up, found resistance, pulled back, busted up through, came back, found support a couple times. If we break up through this $8 area where the 618 is, we can get extensions out to 11 or 12 on RYAM. Next one up, 4. Looks like, see the same kind of pattern. Resistance, pull back, bust up through, come back. Looks like it wants to retest maybe. I don't know. Yesterday it closed at 57. Today 62. 3, 4, 5. $5 pop. Looks like it's on earnings. Beating on the top, beating on the bottom. We'll see. BTNR also getting a little pop. Looks like on earnings. Missing on the top, beating on the bottom. and almost $1 pop. Not quite. Has lots of resistance right there, though. So it's going to be tough for this one to get through that zone right there. But that said, the gap comes up to here. Eventually, if they can keep on a positive path, they'll want to fill that gap. The stock will want to fill that gap. And then it'll find resistance right there where this consolidation was. So breakout above, say, 960 can take it up to that $13, $14 area up there. HIMS, getting a nice little pop. Hims and hers health. Losing money. Not a lot of money, but losing money. Well, I guess it depends on how many shares they got. Not really bringing in huge revenue. Beating on revenue, beating on, that's basically in line. So, getting a little pop. They must have had some positive news. BDRY. Yeah. Little pop there, too. Yeah, little pop, little pop. INSW. Let's see. We got 4 minutes to the open. INSW. Said it was a mover. I'm not seeing much pre-market action showing any kind of move. Unless it's way up there. Nope. Looks like they beat on the top, making money, beating on the bottom. Yeah, I mean, that one can go higher. It's basically clear air if it's popping. And there's nothing up here. I mean, it's a beautiful bounce off the roadmap, extend, bounce off the roadmap, extend. The extension targets would probably be, let's check the last one too. Came all the way out to the 4236, almost to the tick. Beautiful. So this one could definitely get up here in the 70, 80, even $90 area on the next run. All that entirely possible. Just based on the last move and the move before that, really. Nice moves on INSW. But yeah, I mean, that looks like a runner. It's got these little bitty moves in there. That's a beautiful uptrending bullish pattern. Really is. Yeah. That one's positive. That might be something that, there it goes, 51 on the pre-market. So that looks positive. Like, keep on trucking on. AHCO, now we're going to get in some bearish ones. I pulled a few of these. That one's getting slammed. Looks like they beat on the top, missed on the bottom, probably had a bad outlook, and the low back down in here. They could do a 618. Let's see. Run this really quickly. Yeah, should find support around this zone. If it starts breaking down below this right here, then it will probably make a lower low. It should find support right in here, this 13 to 15 area. TPIC, that looks like it's going lower. I mean, look at that. Couldn't, tried to break out, couldn't hold it. Lower low. Tried to break out, couldn't hold it. Probably lower low. Losing tons of money. NEWT looks like it's going lower low. It's another one. Downtrend. Tried to break out. Couldn't hold it. Lower low. ECPG. This one's also getting hit on earnings. It doesn't, let's see. Open in 30 seconds. Not showing any pre-market action, but losing lots of money. You see a recurring theme. Losing lots of money. Missing earnings. Getting punished. Losing lots of money, missing earnings, getting punished. Although they move a lot of billion. I mean, that's $1 billion in a quarter. That's a lot of business, but cruise line's still having trouble. If it can hold the roadmap line here, there's the market's open. Hold the roadmap line here. It could go higher, but just expecting sideways is what I've been all the way back here. I've put sideways. That's what that trend looks like. So market is open now. Let's see what we're getting on. Getting a little bit of red, a little bit of green, a little bit of volatility. Zoom this up where I can see it. Zoom up, zoom up, zoom up. Yeah, a little bit of gap down. Remember, we can test that purple trend line below us. 39.24 on this chart, 39 on the simpler chart, down to 39.07. We get below that trend line, we go to 3,800. I keep beating that drum. Watch support. If we can break out back over these few candles here, maybe back up through 40.30-ish. Set an alert up there. If we get up through that, we're probably going up, but watch for a fake out, fake drop, whatever. That's a lot of red candles in a row. I don't know. Still biased to the bullish side, but we can get a further dip. So that's kind of the outlook for the day. All right. Excuse me. I have a 30 minutes of awesome coming up at 5 p.m. today, where I take your requests for at least 30 minutes and give you a little more in-depth analysis on the market. But this is what's moving for today. We have some big earnings coming out tonight. Stuff I watch, Mara, Monster. And come back and see me at 5 o'clock. Bye for now.